this episode of Talk About Topeka, we'll sit down and talk with Olivia Simmons, the president and CEO of Visit Topeka. This episode was brought to you by the WIBW channels, and it starts right now. Olivia Simmons, thank you for joining us here today at Talk About Topeka. Really appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Sure.
So you are with Visit Topeka. Let's start off with a little bit about what Visit Topeka does.
You know, I always like to say, people think that our job is to bring visitors into the community. It is. They think that our job is to bring conventions, sport events, motor coach groups, leisure travelers. It is. But what I really think our job is to raise sales tax revenues for the city of Topeka, for Shawnee County, and for the state of Kansas.
Wow. And how do you do that?
Well, actually, the more people that we bring in from outside, and the longer that they stay here, the more money they spend. And the more money they spend, the higher our tax revenues are. So that's really...
Makes pretty good sense.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So then how long have you been with Visit Topeka?
You know, I just celebrated in January 3 years.
Oh, wow. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I seem to remember like yesterday when you first came here. But...
I know. It flew by.
Wow.
It flew by. It really did.
So, and how has Topeka been treating you? Has it been pretty good?
Well, you know, when I first came here, I just couldn't get over the way Topeka put its arms around me, my husband, my family, and made us feel very at home. And then what I discovered is that's really how Topekans treat everybody. That's really one of the great things that we have about us. And it's been wonderful. It really, really has.
You feel a sense of home here. I mean,
you do.
I grew up here, lived here my whole life, but I mean, and so I take that for granted. Yeah. And I visit other places, and I'm like, wow, they looked at me like I'm crazy because I said something friendly to them in line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and the Topeka people do that.
Yeah, they really do, and it's been a great move. I'm not going to say it's been an adjustment because it really hasn't, and it's just like you said. Once we arrived, we felt we were at home, and it's because that's how many people made us feel.
Excellent. Well, what's on the horizons for Visit Topeka? What are you guys working on?
Well, as you know, we just completed our move to the downtown area.
Yes.
And talk about feel at home.
Really?
We definitely feel like we just fit right in.
You're right down the street. You moved to what? It's
618 South Kansas.
Yeah.
And a huge improvement as far as what we can offer our visitors or our citizens or businesses when they come into the office, because we do have a much larger and improved visitor information center. And we're going to continue to work on it and make it better and better. As far as offices are offices. But we also have a decent conference room, which actually has a screen and a projector.
Cool.
Which we never had before.
Yeah. Get a little technology.
A little difficult when you're trying to do presentations.
Sure.
So, yeah, we're excited to have that as well.
Oh, that's exciting. I was really excited to see that you guys had moved to downtown Topeka right off. I mean, you were kind of on the cusp of downtown Topeka, but you're really now in the heart of it, right?
Yeah.
Here on Kansas Avenue.
Yeah. The difference is, even though we could walk to places, it would take the lunch hour to walk there and to walk back, and that's if you didn't stop to eat. Mm-hmm. Now we can go next door, across the street, a couple blocks down. We're just right in the thick of things. And, you know, the more the staff gets out to see what Topeka has to offer, especially in just the downtown area, the better that they can sell Topeka.
Do you think there's some good energy flowing with the downtown redevelopment and everything's going well?
Yeah, I'm one of those crazy people who get excited when I see cranes and orange cones, and because it all means progress. It means our city's moving forward. And I know that there's going to be a little disruption along the way, but it's going to be well worth it. And I think a great example of that is the highways in our streets that are being renovated and have been renovated, you know.
They've done it great. I know people rip their hair out, having to take detours and everything, but the finished product is absolutely amazing. It's really smooth, and I mean, we're definitely seeing some progress happening with the streets.
Yeah, and all over, not just one area, but they are renovating a lot of different areas so that people, no matter where you live, you can see it.
The energy in the city, I know the economy in the world, everybody sits around and cries and tries to, but Topeka's been pretty good. I mean, we've weathered the storm pretty well, and I think that we're making the right progress right now, and things are going really well for us. So
yeah, we look at part of our job is to continually follow trends that are being set by our neighbor cities, by our neighboring states, or nationally, just so we always know how we compare. And one of the things that we realized the last couple of years is even though we did weather and get through a major portion of the economic downturn, it wasn't as bad here as it was in other places. But I'm not going to say everything was rosy.
Sure.
We definitely felt it here.
Sure.
And what we're also feeling at this point in time is that things are getting so much better.
You can definitely feel that, and even people seem to be like they're coming out into the light and seeing what's possible here.
Yeah.
And
now you and I could just fix those gas prices to stay low.
At least you can truck it and walk across the street now, so that helps.
That's true.
Lunch, so.
In our industry, it's a never-ending battle with something, whether it's the weather itself, and there's been a lot of internationally, a lot of problems that have really cut into the tourism industry for many cities and countries. But the gas is one of those things. When it skyrockets, people start watching the paychecks coming in and where they're going to spend it. And that's good if you're much like Topeka in the fact that we really are a good drive market. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing in times of high gas prices.
Well, and people can have staycations here.
Yeah.
There's so many things that a lot of people in Topeka haven't done. It amazes me when I go visit people in other cities to see they haven't done the things in their cities until somebody from out of the city comes in and says, hey, what do you guys have to do for tourists around here? And it's like, yeah, let's go see that. I've lived here for 10 years and I've never done so-and-so. So you can really have a staycation here in Topeka.
That's true in most cities. The people who have lived there or grew up there usually are the ones that don't take the time to really see what's new in their city or what's old in their city they've never taken time to care about before. And until company arrives, friends or family, and then for some reason we all want to show off what we have. And
we do.
Topeka has a lot to brag about.
We do, and we should get out and check it out before they get here, so then we can look like we're old pros at it, right?
Correct.
Very good.
Correct.
Well, Olivia, thank you for coming and sitting on the show with us, and I can't let you leave until we do our lightning round, folks. It's where I put 60 seconds on the clock, and I ask you a whole bunch of fun questions, and you just give us the answer that pops onto your head first, all right?
Okay.
Let's do it. 60 seconds on the clock, and go. Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Oh, definitely a night owl.
In your opinion, what was the greatest movie ever made?
Oh, geez, I'm a film commissioner. How can I say just one? I have so many favorites. I can't even answer that.
I will keep moving.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of food?
Mexican food.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Oh, that's tough too, but I'd have to go with red.
All right. Would you rather have $1 million or a pet rhinoceros?
Oh, let me think. 1 million.
You could buy it right now. Where would we likely run into you if you were having a night out on the town?
Oh, probably my favorite restaurant. One of my favorites, I should say. We have many that I've learned to enjoy, but I love to go to the Row House.
Oh, that's a great place. Pick a number between 1 and 100.
That would be 8.
Wrong, and that is time. Oh. Well, thank you so much for coming out and being on the show with us. We really appreciate it. Tell everybody how we can get in touch with you if we want to find out more about Visit Topeka.
That's great. You need to go online to visittopeka.com. And the first thing you need to do when you get on our website is to sign up for our newsletters. It'll give you a choice. We obtain the monthly or the weekly newsletters, but that's the best way. You can go on to visittopeka.com/our blog, and you're going to know exactly what's happening all the time.
Very good.
Thank you.
Go check them out, folks, and go check out the rest of the city. Visit your own city. So thank you very much, Olivia. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks, Chris.
And come back and keep us updated on what's going on in Topeka.
I will do that.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Today's episode was brought to you by the WIBW channels, Kansas news leader, except for us, of course. If you like what you see here, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, we'll continue to make Topeka a great place to call home. Be sure to watch our show every Tuesday night at 9:30 on MyTV. I'm Chris Schultz, and remember, keep talking about Topeka.